The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Jets sideline, there you see head coach Aaron Glenn. His guys with 2 straight home defeats to start the year, trying to find that first win out here on the road. His counterpart on the Buc sideline is Todd Bowles. His team off to the opposite start, 2-0, and they are at home seeking a 3rd straight win. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
On second down, Baker on the run to the right. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and the Buccaneers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge.
Jets, nothing. Chase McLaughlin will kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but
the ball comes out. The Bucs have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive, and they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times.
It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. On possession. 13-0. Start soon. Begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Play action now for Fields. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another
14 on the pickup. Good for a Jets first down.
And the Jets first down.
Here we go.
The run here is Breece Hall. That one never got started. Defensive. Too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Anthony Walker getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to third and very long.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Here we go, Zach.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Jamel Dean that time. The corner gets in to make the play. So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. On play action, Mayfield. That is hard. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 38 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
One quarter in the books. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And he's in. What a try. Brandon Robb. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his third touchdown catch this year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, and I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Jets, nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Khalil Herbert to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop with tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight end in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
First down. Fields. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Yaya Diaby in there to drop him. That is already 6 sacks for him now on this season.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. All right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Throw on the run is complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all...
He works free, right side. And he will score. Craig Brock. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled the season output. He now has 4. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, at your old position, you're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Khalil Herbert on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Here we go.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. A first down throw for Fields. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. At 9, Mitchell, the intended target. It's second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example.
He's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Pass thrown deep for Godwin. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Riley Dixon in formation.
So, Halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. Looking end zone, finds his tight end, Dalton Kincaid, for the touchdown. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the veteran, and he's still got it, Joe Mixon. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. The Falcons, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season. They lead this one at the half. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There you see Jets head coach Aaron Glenn, his guys set for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green.
Back to throw is Fields. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Fields pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 180. What's that?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Set. What's that?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking for Egbuka, he's got it again. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
First down. 1st down and goal to go.
Todd Bowles disagrees with that call, and he's thrown the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and will also cost them a timeout. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
180! Real. Done!
Now, faking the give. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target.
Incomplete.
And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Sick. What's that?
Mayfield over in a flash, and he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Jets offense about ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. I'm good.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Fields.
The pass. And 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long.
Here we go.
Now Fields. In trouble, and down he goes.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Pushed out to his left. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Emeka. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs add on to their already sizable lead.
Jets 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Fields now to throw on 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, son.
Off we go with the 4th quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. They get 18 on that one, and the Jets have a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and a yard.
Here we go, son.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. Will be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that first down.
Fields.
Now he takes off, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
It is 2nd and 6.
Go.
Here's Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Second down and 8. Now, Fields. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jacoby Myers. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's a welcome sight here. Back from injury, Chris Godwin. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. This is going to be a 41-yard touchdown. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the New York Giants. And it's a guy coming off a 93-catch season from a year ago, Wan'Dale Robinson. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Giants get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.